Well, what's going on? Jonny K with Rock 96.7. Got some special guests on the line right now. Burden of the Sky, Bloomington Normal's own rockers. They just signed with Pavement Entertainment not too long ago, and I'm with the guitarist Josh and on vocals Brian. Guys, what's going on?
Not too much. How you doing?
I can't complain. So let's talk a little bit about Burden of the Sky. So first of all, congrats on the big signing, and kind of talk about what went into that and kind of what it took to get to where you guys are.
Perfect.
Josh, you want to take that one? Since you
I'll take it. Yeah, we started this about 4 years ago. Me and Brad Shaw were from Bloomington, Illinois. We put this together. We'd all kind of, me and him had played in some local bands together between here and Peoria. Kind of built up this band. It started with me and him. Started writing. Then we met Brian at a show. Actually, that was where was that? Goodfellas?
Mugshots.
Mugshot. Or was it Mugshot? Yeah, Mugshot.
Yeah,
that's right.
The old Mugshot. Yeah.
I saw Brian online. We were looking for a singer, and we thought it was key to get a really good vocalist in. Saw some of his tracks online on YouTube and Facebook, and then went and seen him. Kind of stole my heart on the stage when he was up there singing. Mm-hmm. He joined the band, and then from there, it just fell into place. We added Dustin on the bass, Rick on the drums, and then Mike on the keyboard. So kind of brought us full circle back to this point where we just signed January 3rd.
And who kind of helped set up getting the signing happening? Like who was in contact with Pavement and everything?
We signed, so we did a show. That's kind of why we're doing the show at Six Strings tomorrow. So we took Jason, or Jason took us under his wing and managing us. When we did the show, it was August or September, I believe we did that show in Six Strings. He liked our stuff, so he took us, and then he was in contact. He was reaching out to a lot of the labels, and Pavement seemed to be the one that worked the best for us at that time. We're really excited. It's a good marriage between the two of us and what we're looking for in the future.
Sure. Sounds good to me. And so, yeah, you mentioned how you kind of stumbled upon your vocalist, Brian, and then so as far as the other guys, I mean, did you just see some of their stuff online, or kind of what specifically drew all of you together?
We kind of hit the jackpot with Ricky. We had a drummer before. He wasn't working out, so Josh is Mr. Plan B. He's always got a Plan B for everything. So
sure.
Before we let go, our first drummer, he did some research on I don't remember what website he was on, and he found Ricky, and he sent me a video of this kid, and he was phenomenal, just absolutely phenomenal. So I told him, I said, hang out with this kid. If he's cool, I want him. I definitely want him. And actually, Josh almost didn't take that he had. He had like this perm hair. It was real long, like Kirk Hammett from Metallica.
Oh, geez, yeah.
It's ridiculous looking. But he'd already cut his hair, so it was good. But he ended up being amazing and real cool to hang out with. We get along with him, because that's one of the biggest things when you're looking for members of a band. You have to get along with them.
I'm sure there's going to be plenty of times you're not playing. Yeah, and you gotta get along.
Yeah, and I think Dustin I saw open for OTEP at the Castle, I believe it was. Dustin on bass. He was playing bass up there. He was phenomenal on stage. Really good bassist. And I talked to him, and he was into a lot heavier music than we are. We're more mainstream, and he was a little death metal at that point, and but he was really, really good. So I remember talking to him, and he's like, I don't know if I want to do that. And then by the time we had gotten Brian in the band, he came and listened, and he was like, all right, I'm in. So it's pretty, and he's transitioned really well from the style of music he was in to our style, and he's brought that heavy. He helps us with the elements of like the heavy riffs and things like that. So it's been a good blend.
His bass tone is unlike any I've ever heard before. It's just amazing.
So yeah, you're talking about kind of your guys' music backgrounds and some of the different members. Who are some of your influences in the band in total?
Take it, Brian.
I mean, some of mine personally, when it comes to writing, Elias Soriano from Nonpoint is like one of my heroes when it comes to writing lyrics. Just because everything he does is it's different. It's not like most of the stuff you hear in modern rock and heavy metal. So yeah, he's definitely. Seven Dust is another one. Breaking Benjamin's huge when it comes to writing music. What was one of yours?
I mean, I was a big. I'm an effects junkie on guitar, so I love processors. I love effects. I was a big Brian Head Welch fan from Korn. I'm a huge Cold fan. I love Tom Maxwell from Nothing Face. So, and I know Brad on guitar is a huge. I mean, Brad's love is Seven Dust all day long, every day.
Yeah, he's got a problem with Seven Dust. Dude is upset. This is a bad thing. Seven Dust.
Well, you certainly came to the right place because, I mean, a lot of those bands, obviously, we play them here on Rock 96.7. So I think putting your song on our station is gonna fit just in perfectly. So let's talk a little bit about your debut album, Sinus Ad Sinus. First of all, is there meaning behind that phrase, or how'd you come up with that?
Sinus is. Or you want to take it, Brian, or I'll take it?
You know what? You take it.
You guys are very polite about who gets to take the glory.
All right, Sinus is Latin for ash to ash. So I don't know, with this band, with life in general and everything. I mean, everybody goes through issues, ups and downs. We've had a lot of addiction built into our band with some of the members. So it's more, the name seems fitting because it's really about being reborn. It's about starting over. It's about starting anew. So we made that, and then that's why we used the moth Rorschach on there too. So the moth we use a moth as our symbol. It's kind of like moth to the flame. So, but we used Latin too to add a little bit of I'd say a little bit more of an artsy, symbolic element to it. So it's not right out there in your face saying ash to ash. So
I like it a lot. And kind of talk about the process of who works on all the. Is it kind of a collaborative effort for the songwriting or compiling of the album, or who kind of takes charge of that?
I'd say it's usually a lot of the stuff starts with me and Brad on the guitars, and then if Brian comes in and starts working on the vocals. We're spread out all over Illinois. I mean, there's 2 of us here in Bloomington, there's 2 in Peoria, and then there's 2 up in the between Chicago and Rockford area, which is Brian.
Yeah,
Mike on the
I'm up in Lake in the Hills, Illinois.
Okay.
Right? I'm 2.5 hours away from you guys.
Yeah, so we do a lot of stuff digitally. So a lot of the stuff starts with me and Brad on guitars. We'll record that on Pro Tools, then send it off to them to start putting their elements to it.
And so obviously I take it you're very excited about your debut album. It comes out July 14th. What's your kind of main pitch you'd give to your audience about this album?
Get it, Brian.
Well, it's different. I'm not going to say that it's necessarily groundbreaking, but it's definitely different, and I think that there's something for everybody on this album. There's a little heavy, there's a little bit of radio friendly. It's very melodic. There's a lot of meaning behind the song. So the way I would pitch it is there's a little bit of something for everybody on this album.
Very good. So where is the best place for people to look up Burden of the Sky and get more information about you guys?
We have our website. It's www.burdenofthesky.com. We have our Facebook page, which is Facebook, I think it's /BotsBand. And then we have our Instagram, which is burden_of_the_sky. And what am I missing? If you want to hear our songs, most of them we have Same Old Page, our single off of Sinus is on YouTube, along with, I think we have an old demo on there still with Chasing You and Matter of Fact. You want to hear a couple as well?
Yeah, we do.
Very good. Well, Burden of the Sky, they're going to be at Six Strings tomorrow night. Make sure you come on out, enjoy Friday night, enjoy some great live music. Local rockers, Burden of the Sky. Been chatting with Josh and Brian. It's been a pleasure, guys. Any final thoughts you want to give to the audience before we wrap it up here?
Tom party tomorrow night. It's going to be a good time, man. We got some great bands coming out. Ember's End, always fun to party with. Those guys are a blast. And Autumn Rose, they're going to be fun, man. So, yeah, come out and party tomorrow night.
You heard it here first. Burden of the Sky, Bloomington's own rockers at Six Strings. Josh, Brian, thanks so much for calling in and chatting.
Appreciate it.